Hi, Ladna and Les. Just testing audio.
Hi, Liz. Can you test one more time? Liz, I'm on the Spanish channel. Can you do a test on that channel? Okay, I hear you, Latna. That's working on our end. Okay, thank you. We hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I call this meeting to order. Pledge allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Director Hodges,
Here.
Director Rosen,
Here.
Director Hatcher,
I am here.
Director Lamnon. Here. President Andrade.
Here.
Thank you.
So our closed session was at 4 o'clock and we discussed personnel matters regarding general manager's compensation and contract. I think that's all I gotta say. And no action was taken. Okay. Oral communications, none. Public comments. Is there anyone online that needs for public comments?
There is no one online for public comment.
So there's no one here, no public here. So we're going to move ahead to the consent calendar. These are items 9.1, 9.2, 3, 4, 5, and they consist of the draft minutes, adoption of the board schedule for 2026. 2026. Selection of section of the board of directors annual award winners. Well, task order with Lay and Associates for Bidwell renovation project and task and approval and agreement for regional center with the regional center of East Bay. Does anyone wish to pull anything off the consent calendar? Yes, Director Rosen.
Could we pull 9.4?
9.4. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Can I get an award? Can I get a motion for all the other items except for 9.4?
Yeah, Mr. President, I'll move 9.1, 2, and 3, and 9.5.
9.5. Okay. Do I have a second?
Seconded.
Okay. So the motion is to approve all the items except for 9.4 by Director Hatcher and seconded by Director Rosen. Okay. Please vote. No. Okay. Motion carries unanimously. Director Rosen?
I just had a quick question. We don't normally have geotech for most buildings, but is this because it's all being done we're reconfiguring we're reusing the old buildings and we're just make sure that they're structurally sound, or is this
This is more, we actually do have geotechs during the construction phase for most park projects. So this is actually, in this consultant's original proposal, he did not include the construction phase in his proposal until we asked for those now that we're getting ready to award the contract.
okay? It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
so making sure that the specifications for like pavements and things like that are followed through.
okay. I was just curious because I'm not used to seeing it as a typical pullout. It's normally part of the contract, right?
Yeah, usually their proposals are comprehensive. This particular consultant, I think, was considering retiring, but they're going to stay on
Okay.
for this
Okay.
phase.
Yeah. So I didn't know if it was because of the building or something else, but it's just a separate. Okay. Thank you. I just wondered why. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions on that motion, on that item? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve that?
So moved.
The motion was by Director Rosen to approve it. Second, please.
A second.
Second by Director Lamnon. If there's no other discussion, please vote. The motion carries unanimously. So we're going to move directly to item 12, unfinished business, approval of amendments for on-call construction.
Good evening, honorable board members and directors. My name is Kimberly Nguyen, and I am the bond program admin coordinator. On December 5th, 2022, the board of directors approved the professional service agreement for the on-call service for the construction and project management with Madad. Okay, let me see here. Madad. Okay, ECM. Okay, Magdalani. Okay, I don't want to butcher the name, but Mag 5 and Pacport. These agreements are currently set to expire at the end of this month. So this evening, I'm requesting the board approval for 2-year extension until December 31st, 2027 to these on-call construction project management service agreement. This will allow the contract to extend to based on the agreement. So this concludes my item. You guys have any questions? Feel free to ask.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think we need a resolution, then we can discuss it, so.
Motion if you want discussion.
Gonna make a motion.
I'll move.
Okay. I'll second. Okay, I'm gonna move by Director Hodges, seconded by Director Hatcher. Yep, then who wants to speak? Director Rosen, I think you.
No, I've got nothing.
Anyone want to speak to this item?
I just kind of have just a question about the process, so, they've been on this list before, obviously, and, I mean, do we get new folks coming in? I mean, is it a robust, group that come in and they don't qualify, or do we just kind of keep it to this short amount, like three to four on
So
this list is good enough?
I can answer that.
Okay.
So this is the existing on-call list that was approved by the board. So we are asking to approve these 3 for 2 more years, but we also have an RFQ out to expand that pool. And so we'll be bringing that to the board at a future date because we do want to expand that pool of consultants.
Okay, great, thank you.
And
Director
just to
Rosen.
clarify, this is just the on-call construction though, right? This isn't these aren't our like normal general contractors that are doing the big projects. This is.
No,
just
these are
on-call.
consultants.
Right. Okay.
Specific consultants to construction management. So these are the guys that keep an eye on the contractors. That are project managers.
Okay, any other comments? Anyone from the public on Zoom or whatever?
There is no one online for public comment.
So we have a motion, right?
Yes. All in.
Okay, yeah, right. So all in favor, please. Okay, motion carries unanimously. Item 12.2, amendments for on-call geotechnical engineering services agreement.
It's me again.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Good evening, honorable board members and directors. My name is Kimberly Nguyen, and I'm the bond program admin coordinator. Same as above, on December 2nd, 2022, the board of directors approved the professional service agreement for the on-call geotech services with BSK, Frugal, Lai Associate, Neo Moore, and Rockridge Consulting. So these agreement is also expiring at the end of this month. So this evening, I'm also requesting the board approval for the 2-year extension until December 31st, 2027 to these on-call geotech service agreement with BSK, Frugal, Lai Associate, Neo Moore, and Rockridge Consultant as permitted under the terms of agreement. This also concludes my item. Any
you.
questions?
Can I get a motion? And anyone?
I'll move the item.
Moved by Director Hatcher,
I'll second it.
seconded by Director Rosen. Any comments or questions?
I'll just have the same question on this as the first one. We're gonna do an RFQ on this one.
No, we're not expanding this pool. Not every consultant in this pool has actually gotten work out of us so far. There's no need.
Director Rosen?
So even if Lyon Associates retires, like you were just saying may have happened on the other one.
We still have a deep enough bench.
Okay.
I have a comment, if I may. I want to thank Kimberly. The reason Kimberly's up here doing this is because she keeps track of all this stuff for the capital team. And it is no small job. the contractors, the contracts, the projects, the finances of the projects, paying the bills. So she's here tonight. We don't really get to tell her thank you much.
Yes,
So I want to thank her.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Have a-
Thank you.
A new face, well, not a new face, but in this context, a new face. So thank you for coming. Was there any public comments on this item?
No public comment
Okay.
online.
Okay, thank you. If there's no other comments or questions, please vote. I didn't get results on this yet.
I did, but I guess it,
Okay, let me see here. Okay, I have 5 votes unanimous. Aye. For those approved unanimously. Okay, thank you. New business, item 13.1, Ashland Grove Park at East 14th Street project award contract.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Good evening, Honorable Board of Directors. Staff Haiping Mo is here to present item 13.1, Ashland Grove Park at East 14th Street, award of construction contract. The Ashland Grove Park at East 14th Street project will provide a new 1.5 acre parkland with pathway loop, picnic area, play area, exercise areas, multi-use courts, shade structure, and restroom facilities, multi-use low area planting and irrigation, lighting, and fencing. And this project was advertised back in September 26. We received 9 bids. We received 9 bids on November 5th. And the basis of award is the base bid. The bids range from 4.8 million to 3.3 million. Charlotte and Munoz Construction Inc. submitted the lowest responsive and responsible bid at the base bid for $3,693,000. Staff recommend awarding a construction contract with SMC, include the base bid and bid alternates, totaling $161,000, which include additional fencing replacement, rubber plate surfacing, and upsizing some shade structure and trees, for a total of $3,854,000. Additionally, staff is requesting that board authorize the general manager to execute a change order not to exceed 10% of a contract price if necessary. That will bring the total authorized to $4,239,400. So this project received funding from Land and Water Conservation Fund, which is a matching grant, and the bond fund, 3.8 million bond fund in the 2025 capital improvement program. There are sufficient funds to award the construction contract. Staff recommends the board of directors by motion. First, approve the plan specification and details for the Ashland Grove Park at East 14th Street project. Second, adopt the resolution authorizing the general manager to execute a construction contract with SMC in the amount of $3,854,000. And third, authorize the general manager to execute a change order in amount not to exceed 10% of the contract price. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Can I get a motion on this?
I'll move.
Moved by Director Hodges.
I'll second.
Seconded by Director Lamden. Any comments on this or questions? Okay, I have one. Oh, sorry, Director.
Yeah, just a clarification.
Sure.
there's a matching land and water grant, conservation grant on this
Yes.
for about 3.7 additional.
Yes, it's 3,009,997,500. The 3,997,500.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we approve the 10% contingency at 385, that's, if you look at the total contract of close to 7 million, is that, do they have contingency in their land and water portion of it?
There, doesn't necessarily work that way. So it's the contingency would be basically if we're splitting it 50/50, that 10%, 5% is hard funds and 5% is land and water conservation
Perfect.
fund.
That, thanks for the clarification.
Okay. So, I have a question or a comment. Just to be clear,
Yes.
even though there's two parcels, adjacent to each other, the project is broken out into two separate pieces, and that's because of the funding cycles and because of, we bought the properties in different times and in it, but in the end, both parks will be joined and there'll be one continuous park.
Yes.
Just clarify. Okay, thank you. Director Rosen.
And then in the report, it said 365 days. This isn't going to take a year, is it? They said they have up to a year to build this.
In our past experience, this type project generally take about a year, and this one also has a restroom, has shade structure, so it's about 1 year.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other comment? Paul? No. Okay, is there any public comment on this item?
There is no one online for public comment.
Okay. If there's no more comments or questions, please vote. Okay, motion carries unanimously. Great, thank you.
Thank
Another thing to cross off our list here. It's great. Okay. We're moving along, huh?
15-minute board meeting.
Yeah. Okay, other business, this is for informational items for the board and directors and staff. So I'm going to start on my left. Rick, do you want to start?
I attended week before last the City of Hayward City Council meeting in regards to their budget, and just leave it at that. It was one of the most challenging meetings I've had to sit in, but
What's your impressions?
keep it to myself the moment. Just it was challenging. It's a challenging time for the city, and we'll be the best partner we can. I did attend the boutique at the Hayward Senior Center. It's always a classic event there. Just seeing the senior center lighting up at the holidays. It's great to be a part of it. And I did attend as a just going to drop by to the CAC, had an appreciation night at the pottery shack.
Your hands in clay.
Yeah, the pottery shack. So I just sat down and went right to it and basically made a whole, it was great. The comments that the CAC said afterwards of thanking, Hard and the staff to be able to present something like that. And it was good. It was Alice and Caitlin, I believe, was the person that was there. And yeah, and I always kind of break my bonds a little bit. So instead of ornaments, I made one of my symbols on a candy dish. And so looking forward to having that fired and sent over. But that is, I think it's all I have.
Okay, great. Director Lamb?
Sure, thank you. So wanted to give out a shout out to Hillview Crest Elementary School in South Hayward. Had a robotics parade. It was very exciting to see that Thanksgiving parades, even on the East Coast, West Coast the East Coast can have their balloons. We've got robots. So cheers to them. And then it was a privilege to present to hospitality recreation students at East Bay last week. And I also visited the Holiday Boutique. That was lovely. Cheers to Assembly Member Liz Ortega for visiting Sulphur Creek today. And lastly, I had a comment from the community that they're so excited about all of our programs. and they were ready to sign up, and in 5 minutes it was already closed. So we just, the community loves, not all of them.
Some of them sell out because there's 6 spaces in class.
Well, I mean, this is like a 60-person class, but it goes like that, and it's just amazing. So, great. Yeah. So not really complaint, just a observation that our stuff is well subscribed.
It's not a complaint from you, but we do get it. Understand.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Director Rosen?
I was there. I was also there for the Hayward City Council meeting, and it was an experience. I'll just leave it at that. And I think that's the only the only event that I've been to during this period. The other things I was looking at, I'm like, oh, that was the other meeting that I missed. So anyway, I think that's it.
Director Hodges?
Yeah, on the 11th, or no, at the 18th, went to the Shoreline Resilience Collaborative. And it was well attended. I was surprised that the room was full. And my wife and I did go just to watch Rick throw a little pottery around.
Did you get an ashtray?
Yeah.
Candy dish, we call it candy
The
dish.
snake. Yeah. No, we just came to see what was happening there. It looked like he was being pretty good most of the night.
Right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. No, I'm surprised no one mentioned the electric light parade or the parade in Capture Rally. It was packed, you know. I mean, for once, I think what they did is each school in the district had a group marching, and when you do that, you have parents and grandparents. So it was like way more than attendance I've ever seen. And just a thought, I think it might be fun if we did a youth project or a child project and put that on a float instead of everybody looking at us old timers, you know. But you know, I don't know. I don't care. It might be more fun.
Probably not the place to direct us what to do at the parade. But
Probably not,
okay,
just-
you all sit in the float.
Okay,
And I
just
don't mean that personally. Yeah.
yeah, but-
Happy to look into that for sure.
might be fun. And then I attended the seminar in Monterey at that CSDA does on I guess leadership is the topic. but-
Special leadership, the
Yeah.
Special District Leadership Foundation put on your
Yeah.
2-day session on governance.
And it was really good. It was good, you know, to review a lot of the stuff, and nothing that was way out. And something not that I didn't know it, just that, you know, it was nice to see it emphasized and kind of put in one place. So I enjoyed that. A lot of people from CV San were there,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, it was three board members and
Because he
Roland.
wants to be transparent or distinct like we are.
I think so, yeah. And so Roland was there, and one gentleman from Orloma was there, and I met a lady from was at the Delta Discovery Bay, and she said, "Oh, you're from Hard? You know, I got my first job at Hard, and I went to Camp Potawatomi." And I think she must be in my career the 100th person who said that to me. You know, so it's kind of just one thing that we do touch a lot of people's lives. That's really great. And that's all I'm going to say. I got my certificate. I gave it to Christy. If you, yeah.
So we'll photocopy and give it back to you. It's suitable for framing.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Director Andrade, I would be surprised after 30+ years on the board if there was a lot that you were going to go learn there, but
It was-
you took one for the team to help us.
Yeah,
go
no, it was
to the
great.
Next level for our certificate from CSDA.
No, it was good. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, it was good.
It was good. It was good to just, you know, kind of go through it again. And, you know, it's not like it was just good to see it again in one place and kind of go over it and see what I've been missing and kind of what to emphasize again. So it was very productive, I thought. Okay, that's all.
Honorable President and board members, Jim Wheeler, General Manager. The first thing I have to say is that I truly believe that Alice misses her longtime teaching and doing ceramic arts, because when she's in there, she's great, right, Rick?
Yeah, she was in her
Like,
own.
no, like she just has a calling for that. And when we went through one on a staff fun Friday, I was like, oh my gosh, now I know why you fell in love with this. Now I know why you're so good at it. Great teachers make great leaders and coordinators and stuff. So shout out to Alice and to the CAC for that. I think that's novel, Adrian. Great idea to get them out doing something together. They look so happy in the pictures I saw today. I can't even tell you. So, okay, what do I want to tell you? I have a big list, but just so you know, we'll be meeting with Councilmember Andrews on Thursday to discuss Juneteenth with her organizing crew. I'm hoping that's the only special events we discuss, because we're pretty far into special events halfway through the year, and we didn't plan on being in any of these. They all kind of came out of necessity. So, Alameda County Unincorporated County Services meeting is Wednesday night at 6. I will probably depart the house lighting early to go sit in that room. All four, three Macs, the Sunol Citizen Advisory Committee, and the Unincorporated Services Supervisor Tam and Miley will be there. I read their entire report. It doesn't really serve us proudly. There's 12 recommendations. One of them does say that the county, special districts, and other agencies should do something better. And I'm like, wow, that's interesting. But there are other special districts that they deal with in the unincorporated county. So I had to take that hat off, read the rest, and there were two more mentions of us, but they were both very positive. We are not a focus of that office, of the need and of the problems that they stated from 3 big public meetings, all the Macs, everybody. They had 6 big meetings to gather information. And you know what? We're not on the radar anywhere, which for me was good. You know, that means we're not something that when people say, what are you concerned about in the unincorporated county? Nobody brought us up, which is refreshing. On Thursday, I will be sitting in a session called Reach for the Gold. It's the presentation on the National Gold Medal Awards and how you might nominate yourself for those. We've been looking into the certification accreditation for park and recreation agencies through NRPA, CAPRA, and we're looking at gold medals. I thought you had to have CAPRA to be gold medals, but gold medals is put on by the American Academy, and I've been assured by the executive director, you really don't need to be CAPRA to get in the finals. In fact, Roseville was in the finals 4 years in a row. And then they won this year, but they also became CAPRA accredited this year. So we'll be looking down those roads and exploring. Thomas and I have been talking, and we're literally about 2/3 of the stuff they need. We're pretty much due. So we're closer than we think. Our last gold medal, if you are not aware, they started the program in 1968. Hayward received a gold medal in 1969, and that's what's hanging on the door coming into the boardroom. It would be really cool to hang another one up there from nowadays, but so I'll be sitting in that webinar. Signing with the notary for Laurel School on Thursday. So we're hoping to close that thing out this week. There's a lot of work going on. Big kudos to Brian and Megan, Brian Lasco. Oh my gosh, for driving this one through, and our brokers. Our brokers are still, John and Paul are still amazing and have been so patient for 3 years with this. The California Foundation for Parks and Recreation is actually holding a retreat at Cherryland on Friday.
Oh, wow.
From 9 to 3. That's the foundation for CPRS that I chair. We retain the National Association of Park Foundations executive Kevin Corenthal, who we first recommended to the foundation at HARD that they join that, and now the CPRS Foundation joined it, and he did a bunch of work. So we're talking about our strategic plan and pillars and all the needs he identified. If you want to stop by and say hi to these people, there's probably 20 people from all over the state that are coming in for this meeting Friday. Lunch is at noon, I think. I'll let you know. Saturday is Light Up the Season at City Hall. It is from 5 to 8 p.m. Our presence there will be, we assisted with the event. The budget for the event was cut a little over half. And so we offered to partner in that event with the city of Hayward for the community. So there will be a Ferris wheel there. And that's what our $7,500 went to, the rental and operation of that Ferris wheel. And I was told by our friend from Spurge Catering that our name would be all over that thing, but not like a Christmas tree.
Okay.
Just like something very big and lit. Let's see. The foundation year-end event is next Wednesday night, I believe, is that the 10th? Next Wednesday night at Eden Mansion. There is the youth ambassadors are meeting. I think he said at 4:30. I got my notes here. Yeah, the youth ambassadors are going first at 4:30, and then there'll be some food and stuff at 5, short board meeting at 5:30, where they will have about 15 minutes of business, and then I will do an update on the district. I do an annual update for them at that every year. It will not be like the big one last year, Tales from the Park Side. It'll probably abbreviate and do some highlights. I haven't really figured out what I'm saying yet, but it'll be something that makes us look good to our foundation. And then the annual brunch, the recognition brunch, is on the 11th at 10 a.m. at Cherryland. And that's where we'll be recognizing 15 employees for 5 to 25 years of service, retirees, and all that stuff. I will be there in the morning, and then unfortunately, long before this date was picked, we booked a trip for my daughter's birthday in Hawaii on Friday the 12th. So I will be there to say hello to everyone, then I have to run. I think that's all I have. Ms. Lee Bird.
Yes, Adrian Lee Bird, Director of Recreation, Arts and Community Services. As General Manager Wheeler mentioned, the mansion lightings will be this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A couple other dates of note. Start times are
5:30.
5:30.
We'll get you start time.
5:30.
5:30.
Wow, that was like a quiz.
All good.
5:30. December 13th, we have Donna's Holiday Hope at Sorensdale. On December 17th, we have our Ashland Cherryland Holiday Party at Cherryland Community Center. And December 19th, we have our holiday party in conjunction with the Rotary at Sorensdale at 10 a.m. And these will all be in the GM newsletter this week. Thank you.
Good evening, Honorable Board. Megan Tiernan, Capital Planning and Development Director. As Jim mentioned, we're working on finalizing close of escrow for the acquisition of a portion of 2652 Virgil Court, formerly known as Laurel School. We received 17 bids for Bidwell Park, and then subsequently 3 bid protests. So we're working through reviewing those. Hopefully we'll be able to bring award of contract to the board on the 15th.
Jim Wheeler standing in for Dwayne Taylor as Park and Facility Maintenance Director, Honorable Board, and President Andrade. No report. Except that his wife was checked, their baby induced on the 18th, I think, if she doesn't come sooner, and they checked her out today and everything's great.
Great.
We are neck deep with the auditors who are starting the audit on Monday, and we'll be having the audit going on for 2 weeks. That's what we are very excited about.
Thank you. I did want to say one thing I forgot was, at the I went to the SkyWest meeting a couple weeks ago, and I guess what I got out of that, and Rick was there, and you were you?
No, I was there online.
Okay. You were there too. And the impression I had was we finally got their attention that we're actually the park district, and the mayor acknowledged that, and so I don't know, in whatever future planning, I think we're going to be somewhere in the mix, and not on the last. So that was my impression.
Yeah, actually,
If you want
we did less.
Yeah. We did okay, I wasn't here, so that.
What's that?
I missed the last board meeting, so.
Oh, well, like I
That's
said,
my
and so, I have reached out to the interim city manager, letting her know that the, council infrastructure and airport committee and our board of directors, capital and standing committee would, that we needed to set a date for that meeting per what was discussed at that meeting and agreed to, I think, at the end of that meeting is that we would meet and we would talk about La Vista Park. So,
Oh, okay.
I will follow up.
Yeah.
Also, there's a great article on La Vista Park in the Hayward Herald,
Okay,
or, sorry, Sky West. The
okay.
reason I think it was sort of great is once again, I saw the word abandoned behind our name about Sky West and kind of felt like, well, that's okay, because we know and he acknowledges it's his opinion, not truth, so.
Okay, great. I'm sorry if that was brought up last time. I missed that meeting. Okay, so if there's no other comments, yeah. So I want to close this meeting. Oh, sorry.
There's a couple of things, my
Right at the end, you have this-
apologies.
yeah, you gotta-
Nicole Espinoza-Roa, Assistant to the General Manager and Public Information Officer. As the nominations went out for the Board of Directors Awards this evening, and was approved, the invites for the Board of Directors Awards will be coming your way this week, as long as information will be sent out to all the award winners, from the General Manager's office. Also, along with the house lightings, there will be parking set aside for, you directors at all of the sites. So if you see a cone, that is where you can park. So please let us know if you have any additional questions. And as Adrian mentioned, everything will come out to you in your general manager's report on Friday.
Great. Christie, or anything else? Nope. Okay.
We're adjourning and then we out.
Yes, we close today's meeting. We recognize the profound influence of Coach John Beam. He championed youth development through sports, always seeing potential in young people and helping them grow on and off the field. His work advanced our mission and changed lives. We close this meeting in his memory and with gratitude for all he contributed. I don't know, did you know him, Jim?
Okay. Yeah. So, Coach Fred Beam was athletic director for a while too, Eleni, but Coach Beam was, Dwayne Taylor's high school football coach and was responsible for Dwayne. He would tell you this story if he was here, but I told him I'd tell it. Was responsible for Dwayne getting accepted to New Mexico State University, where he played football and was good enough. And then Coach Beam also helped him get into the Canadian Football League, where he played linebacker for 5 or 6 years, professional football. So he was very close to Dwayne. Dwayne talked to him still today about every 2 to 3 weeks, he said. So this was such a tragic event for a high profile figure in a place where this shouldn't happen to anybody at a junior college. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Guy that had just coached his whole life. So we just wanted to adjourn in his memory tonight.
That's very fitting. Okay. Next regular meeting is Monday, December 15th at 6:30 here at the district office. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Lachna and Les.